You promised yourself you would save $500 last month. It is gone. You cannot name where it went. And the strange part is that you never felt yourself deciding. That is not a discipline problem. There is one convenience feature on your phone quietly removing the friction that used to make you think before spending, and I will show you exactly what it is. But first, you need to see why saving feels this hard in the first place. Here is a number to hold on to. 5 subscriptions at $19.99. That is $99.95 a month, or just under $1,200 a year. Nobody would agree to $1,200 in one go. Everybody agrees to it 5 times. So, your brain developed in environments where the immediate thing usually mattered more than the distant one. Eat when there is food. Rest when it is safe. The thing in front of you is real, and next winter is uncertain. That instinct is not a flaw. It is just now being used to sell you a phone case. Because none of it was tuned for the problem you actually have, which is moving money somewhere, you cannot reach it so that a person you have never met, you in 30 years, has an easier time. Your brain understands tonight's pleasure. It struggles to care about a stranger's security, and that stranger is you. 4 forces do most of the damage. You will recognize all 4. The first is called present bias. A reward you can have now feels enormous, and the identical reward later feels theoretical. Spend $100 on shoes and something happens. A small, real hit of pleasure. Move that same 100 into savings, and nothing happens at all. No sound, no feeling. A number changing on a screen you will not look at again for weeks. You are not choosing between shoes and saving. You are choosing between a feeling and a spreadsheet, and the feeling wins because it is the only one that showed up. And this should annoy you rather than shame you, because a great many very well-paid people have spent years building products tuned to that exact gap. 1 day only, ends at midnight, 3 left in stock. Those are not descriptions, those are levers. The second force has a name too. It is called the pain of paying, and modern payments are designed to remove it. And the single biggest way your phone does that is by saving your card details. That is the feature. Think about what paying used to be. You opened a wallet. You removed bills. You watched what you had get smaller in your hand in real time, and the change came back as evidence. Every purchase came with a tiny funeral. Now it is a tap, or a face scan, or it is already saved, so it is one button, and the button says nothing about money at all. It says continue. When losing does not feel like losing, you stop counting. That is how $19.99 a month never once registers as $1,200 a year. Your brain is not tracking the year. It is tracking a moment that barely happened. The third force is social comparison. Humans work out what is normal by looking at everyone around them and quietly setting that as the baseline. That worked when your social world was a small group of people you actually knew. Your group is now thousands of people you have never met, posting the 4 best minutes of their month. New car, new kitchen, airport, somebody's balcony. And you compare all of it against the entire unedited footage of your own life, including the part where you eat cereal standing up. So your phone, which worked perfectly yesterday, starts to feel old. It did not change. The baseline did. A lot of spending is not about wanting the thing. It is about not wanting to be the one who is falling behind. The fourth force is the reason none of this ever gets fixed. It is called optimism bias, and it is the belief that the future version of you is going to be much better at this. Future. You earns more. Future you is disciplined, cooks at home, cancels the subscriptions, and starts saving properly next month. Future you is frankly a bit smug about it. I'll start after this paycheck. I'll start when the raise comes through. This is the last big one. Future you is a wonderful person. Future you has never once turned up. And when the raise does arrive, the spending grows to meet it, and the new level starts to feel normal faster than anyone expects, which deserves an hour of its own, another time. So the obvious answer is willpower. Try harder. Want it more. The trouble with willpower is that it is real, it works, and it is completely unreliable because it collapses precisely when you are tired, stressed, hungry, bored, or already worn down by a long day of small decisions, which describes most evenings. Using willpower against a system that never sleeps is like holding a door shut with your hands. You can absolutely do it. You just cannot do anything else. And the moment you get distracted, the door opens. Quick and important thing before the useful part. This is general financial education, not personalized advice. So adjust anything here to your own income, debts, essential costs, and job security. And if you are carrying high-interest debt, it usually makes sense to send most of your money there first while keeping a small emergency buffer, so that one bad week does not push you straight back onto the card. Now, the fix. Here it is in one sentence, and it is going to sound almost insultingly small. Move the money on payday, automatically, before you ever see it. That is the whole thing. Not try harder, not track every coffee. One automatic transfer timed to land the same day your salary does into a separate account you do not carry a card for. Because the entire problem we just went through is that your brain reacts to what it can see. So stop showing it the money. A temptation that never appears does not need willpower. Let's fork it. Two people, same job, same pay, say $4,000 a month. One of them saves whatever is left at the end of the month. The other automates 15% on payday, $600, and lives on the rest. After 1 year, the second one has $7,200 and has not thought about it once. The first one has whatever survived 12 consecutive months, which for most people turns out to be far less than they expected. Not because she is weak, because ends are where money goes to disappear. After 5 years, $36,000 from a decision made once. After 20 years, $144,000. And that assumes zero growth, zero interest, zero cleverness. Money in a box. The only thing that happened is that it left the account up before anyone had an opinion about it. Now, the honest part, because this does not work for everyone. It does not work cleanly on irregular income, freelance, commission, shifting hours. A fixed transfer in a thin month is how you end up paying an overdraft fee for the privilege of saving. Automate a percentage of what actually lands or move it by hand on the day you are paid. It does not work if the number is too big. 15% is not sacred. A smaller amount you never miss beats a bigger one you keep pulling back. And it does not work if the money can wander home. If the savings sit in the same app, one swipe away with a card attached, you have not built a system. You have built a slightly longer hallway. Now, the objection, is this just budgeting? In a way, yes, but it removes the part that usually fails. A budget tells your money where to go. Automation makes sure it actually goes there. One asks you to win every evening, the other asks you to win a single Tuesday afternoon. So this week, 3 things, none of which require you to be a better person. 1. Delete your saved card details from the apps you spend the most in. You will still be able to buy things. You will just have to go and find the card, and those 30 seconds are where the rest of your brain catches up. 2. Set up the automatic transfer dated to the day your salary lands into a separate account with no card attached. Do it now, on your phone, while you're thinking about it. It is the step that does the most work. 3. Name the account, not savings. 6 months of safety. New kitchen. Leave bad job fund. A named account is a plan. An unnamed one is money sitting somewhere unsupervised. And if you want a 4th, mute one account that reliably makes your ordinary life feel inadequate. You are not missing anything. One question for the comments, because I genuinely want to know which one gets people. Which trigger is worst for you? Sales, food delivery, subscriptions, or the sideways glance at what everyone else is buying? Because you were never going to outdiscipline a system built by people who are very good at their jobs. Your brain was not built to save money. Your system can be.